So, what is it that you all plan to do here?
We are here to look for something too. Something extremely important. If only the battlefield was new, Eridu's future may well depend on it.
Save your strength, Envy. Ether vision activate.
Right on cue.
Adjusting for wind.
Light him up.
Support ready.
I'm on it. Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating?
Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore. Despite a bad ending, once the camera stops rolling, no one's really gone. What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Wide open.
Keep up the... Recalibrating.
Mind the blind spots.
Quick shot. Adjusting for wind.
Light him up. Off balance.
The target's weary.
Focus up.
This bullet will reach its mark.
A sound strategy. Proxy. Let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
Save your strength, Envy.
In position.
This is the place.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking.
I'll go with you.
I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this. I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Neither do I.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
It's pretty cute. It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
What's wrong, Vivian? You seemed worried for a while now.
I'm worried about Sienna.
Her location should still be safe.
I hope so.
Keep up the pressure.
Light him off!
Her vital signs are gone.
What happened?
I guess this was her final scam. There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here. That's my plan. I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance. Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter. It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. But it's something I must do. I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life. If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
She was betting that we'd help her.
So, you were aware of this the whole time?
Yes. Because I saw it. You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters. That's all I've ever been able to see.
It's all that kid's fault!
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth!
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry. Every time it's the same. In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
Vivian, it's not your fault.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone. Roxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
That's quite the sudden question. I think that it can.
If only the battlefield was just...
Is that so? In my memories, this has happened countless times already.
Light him up!
Why can I only see these misfortunes?
Focus.
Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness?
Time to
Roxy, the fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
show no mercy.
What you deserve.
Keep up the pressure.
Flip the switch. Wide open.
You're in my sight.
It's time.
Time to focus fire.
A perfect conduit. What you deserve. It won't back down.
I'll pierce right through.
I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you.
She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian, but we can talk more once you feel ready. Don't worry, I'm very patient.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. I'd be happy to share my story with you. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations. But every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
Why would I be offended? That's just who you are, Vivian. Besides, we're friends.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
It's not a curse. Actually, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really? Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look. Looks like it isn't in here. Strange, there's nothing in here.
Out of my way!
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind. But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while. Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
I would have protected the proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
Hang on. Did you say companion? So you two know each other?
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before. I'm actually part of the Phantom Thief Syndicate, Mockingbird.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections so you could get backstage and tamper with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day. So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
I guess that makes sense.
Your trust is most appreciated. Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships with outstanding proxies, like yourself.
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate. We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth. People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by. Of course, besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair. Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
All right, that makes sense. I can agree with that.
Thank you. I knew if anyone, you'd understand. However, aside from these philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with. As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu. We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a highly competitive deal. We share the same goal for the moment, stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon along with you? He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would put you more at ease, right? Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along, then you've got a deal.
Great. It's a deal. By the way, Proxy, this is for you. Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.